CentralValleyTalk.com.
And we're back.
Yes, we are.
And we wanted to talk about intuition, but before we do that, I have to give credit to the logo that Darcy...
Isn't that beautiful?
Our friend Darcy.
Thank you, Darcy.
And Bellows, that's her last name. She does wonderful graphic art, and she designed our logo here. Don't you think it's cool?
Yay!
That's great.
Plus we get the halo.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we get the halo if we go both together here. Almost. Not quite. Well, we were going to talk about intuition. That's the best way that you can guide your life is through intuition. You'll be in the right place at the right time, have divine clarity, divine solutions in your life, not have all the drama, trauma, and chaos around you. Wouldn't it be nice not to have so much of that anymore? It'd be kind of cool. And that's why we have the Psychic Development Circle that's once a month at the Tai Chi Center, and that's at 1:30 with Michelle Tedrow. And sometimes I show up. It depends if I'm not too busy in the universe. We actually did about 56 workshops last year. Barb, me, Michelle, Chrissy, Darcy, Jen, and anybody else I forgot, please forgive me. So getting in touch with your intuition is important. Now, how do you do that? Well, one is sound therapy. You come in, it entrains your brain or matches up to alpha waves. And what happens is when you get your alpha waves online, your pineal gland, which is our psychic centers, in the center of our head, there's like a little pea-sized shaped gland, an endocrine gland, that actually has rods and cones in it, like eyes, that actually has our third eye, like in India, what they call our third eye, that has our inner vision and inner light. And from that, when we get that online, we become more psychic or more intuition comes our way. Now, you kind of think, well, how can it kind of do that? Well, there's a small little chemical in there called DMT, which is dimethyltryptophan. And from that, that is considered the spirit molecule. All right, Dr. Rick Strassman has a whole book on that. But what happens is when we get older, it calcifies. And we begin to lose some of that childlike qualities that we had when we were a kid. You know, when we had our imaginary friends, our creativity, just enjoying life, not worrying about paying bills and all. And that can get activated by just having these tuning forks on your skull in a way, because that radiates the vibration to actually loosen up some of that calcification that happens in our brain with that pineal gland, which is kind of cool. So if you go to the Psychic Development Circle to do some wonderful exercises that we do, what we call psychometry, picking up objects and trying to read them, the energy off of that. We do remote viewing, which is trying to, somebody can go to a certain location and we try to figure out where they're at and how it looks. And sometimes we do a spiritual reading on someone whose loved one may have passed away. It kind of sounds like, wow, that sounds like a lot, but you know what? You can do it. All of us have this ability. It's just like playing the piano. Anybody can play the piano. It's just a matter of practice and everything. One of the ways that you can practice is, you know, me and Barb do this thing in the morning where we banter with each other and have fun and talk about the newspaper. And we came across this article a few weeks ago, and I thought it was a great way of getting your intuition online.
So this is just a little activity so you can do this at home, and you can find out where the inconsistency is.
Yes, find out where the inconsistency is.
Reading the newspaper can be really good to find out where the inconsistencies are. Like a lot of times we'll watch Judge Judy or MSNBC Lockup or something like that, and we can't find the caricatures or
archetypes. I like to call them archetypes. You know, I love it, and we always say, you know, we don't mean any offense, but you know, we found that there is a certain name that people are in lockup, Angel, so we always say we'll just never name your child Angel.
And, yeah, it's just like, and as I found it in teaching, there were certain names like Damien. You know,
yeah,
I apologize.
Probably not,
you named
it's
your
not
child
a good
Damien,
choice, but you know, we find these archetypes, and so this is an archetype that hopefully the sentence will stand out for you. Hope you can pick it out. So listen carefully. This is your first way of finding your intuition.
Okay. So, and this was in the Fresno Bee on 11/5/2011. So a little over about a month ago. And this is the Schuler's rile members with requests for meals in Garden Grove. Some Crystal Cathedral congregants saying they're upset by an email request for meals for founder Robert H. Schuler's wife, who is ill with pneumonia. Member Jim McDonald tells the Orange County Register in a story published online Thursday that the email request meals for Arvella Schuler be dropped off at the cathedral's Tower of Hope, where the Schulers' limo drivers will pick them up. Member Bob Canfield says he and other congregants are upset when the request came at the time when their church is in bankruptcy, and information in court documents suggest that the Schulers took nearly $10 million from the church endowment funds. Cathedral spokesman John Charles says the request was an effort to rally around the Schulers, who are both in their 80s.
So what sentence stood out?
Well,
Anyone
anyone in the audience? Was it where the Schulers limo drivers? Okay, we'll pick them up.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. So that was a good exercise in following your intuition. How does that feel?
Yes. Would you have felt good?
Did it feel not so good? Did it feel like there was some discrepancy there? That was just an easy 101 on how to figure out where your intuition is.
Right.
Okay.
See, and the thing is, it's like, and we watch a lot of old movies.
Yes.
And one of our favorite old movies is Double Indemnity. And Edward G. Robinson, when he's talking to, what's his name?
Fred McMurray.
Fred McMurray,
Yes,
Father
Fred
Knows
McMurray.
Best.
I think you can tell we watch movies.
And so he talks about, this one case, this one insurance claim doesn't feel good because it bothers my little man. Little man that lives inside him. So everybody has their little man. And if it bothers your little man inside, you have your stomach churning, well, probably your body is telling you, hey, take a listen, something's wrong, something's not matching up here.
Exactly.
And that's your intuition.
Yes, and the first line of intuition is being empathetic and empathic. And what that means is, how does your body feel? Do you feel excited about it? Do you feel angry about it? Do you feel trepidation? That is your first indicator, especially in what we call our solar plexus, which is around our stomach and our belly button area. That's our place of self-empowerment in the universe. And so a lot of times, if you got that little dropping feeling like you're going off a roller coaster and this ain't feeling so good, then you need to pay attention to that. And that's the first line of your intuition getting online. From that, you also have a sense of clairvoyance, and that is from actually seeing things. And as Michelle says in her class, everybody can kind of see things. Just visualize a stoplight and visualizing it turning green or visualizing it turning red. That is almost a visionary way in your mind of actually getting images that can be psychic impressions about something that you ask a question to. Clairaudience is about hearing. Sometimes the hearing isn't an actual voice in your head, but what it is an actual almost knowingness. And from that, it's almost like when you read a book, you don't like say the words out loud, you say it to yourself. But sometimes it's that little voice you hear inside that says, hey, don't go straight, turn left before you go home, and you find out that you avoided an accident, which is kind of cool. So it's that inner little voice you had when you were a kid, when you get that job interview about what to do and what not to do. It's that almost clairaudient experience that you're having. And there's a lot of other psychic ways of getting in tune, and with that, Michelle Tedrow's, Psychic Development Circle kind of goes over that, and then plus her new class that is coming up on the 21st of January, 2012, will also go over these abilities for you in a manner that will help you get online. The other way, I'll let you.
Well, another way that we go to Casa Marquez a lot for lunch, and a lot of times they have Univision on. And we're trying to expand our Spanish-speaking skills, so we'll watch the soap operas that they have playing on Univision.
Yes.
And that's another good way of reading. It's
We're
like we don't
reading
understand
archetypes.
a word they're saying, but boy, you understand what they're feeling and what they're going through. If somebody's really mad, you understand that. If they're joking around, you can understand that. So that's also a really good way of learning how to read.
You read energy. And it's simple. You can just tell by people's bodily motions if they're leaning forward or away from you. If they're looking at you straight in the eye, then you know that they're probably being sincere. Sometimes people will look up as they're talking to you because they might be visionary, and sometimes people look down because they're more of a feely person. So, looking at those little signs and what we call archetypes of certain behaviors that we see is great. I love Judge Judy in a way because she teaches you spiritual boundaries in a way. She tells people, I know you're lying, especially
I do not believe you,
I
sir.
do not believe you, sir. Especially teenagers. How do you know that a teenager's lying? It's because
Their mouth is moving.
exactly. So I just
We
love
watch
her.
way too much Judith Steinhardt.
I know, really. And especially when she says, she's going to be smarter than them. She has her.
She's got her law degree.
Yes, exactly. But you can just read the archetypes there of what we call the victims, or the people that are self-empowered, that have themselves together. It's the people that don't want to take self-responsibilities from yourself. And that's a good way with your intuition to read the energies about people and search certain situations that you come across every day.
And after a while, then you can see people, it's like, I'm not lying. And it's like, oh, yes, you are.
I know.
I kind of do that from when I used to teach PE.
I know, you're great.
I still see people as little kids, and I can see them on the playground. And I can tell when somebody is doing something, because basically we're the same people, we just have bigger bodies.
Yeah.
And I can tell when somebody's lying because they still have the same demeanor as when they were on the playground. I am not. Yeah. And you can tell when somebody's going to tattle because they come with that righteous march and they're going to. Yeah.
That's great. So it's really, that's part of your intuition, and that's how we're going to increase our spirituality. Taking time out to meditate, and meditation can come in many forms. You don't have to sit there for 2 hours and say Om, but meditation can be in a form of
that's fine.
That's okay,
fine.
because we have no judgment on that in the universe as far as that goes. At least not today.
No. Tomorrow, maybe. Yeah, right.
But we're going to go to commercial, and we'll talk a little bit more about that when we come back. And see you in a bit.